Alright, so welcome guys again sa channel. I just wanted to say thank you for people who are always viewing the videos in this channel. Right now, I just wanted to say thank you for the 62 people who are subscribed in this channel. I'm pretty happy from what we have right now. I really don't care if I get more subscribers, or the only important thing for me is that I can help those people who are suffering from hyperhidrosis. The reason I'm doing this video, again, for those people who are not familiar with the channel, this channel is for hyperhidrosis contents. I, being a hyperhidrosis patient for a very long time now, I still haven't found the perfect cure, and I don't think that we will find it right now. But there are things that we can do about it. There are medications that we can try and use to improve our lives. So this channel is dedicated to that. This video is basically an update on my Iontophoresis usage. I've been using it for, I don't know, maybe 10 months now, and it's been like on and off. This video, I'm going to tell you, is it working? What are the risks involved? And is this the cure? Let's find out. So, if you were able to watch my Iontophoresis, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna refer to it as Ionto. I've been using it for like 10 months now. If you were able to view my review on that when I first got it way back before, I've put a list of things, in the list of important things that you have to do or you have to consider before you use this kind of medication. There are risks, okay? It's not an easy fix. It's not an easy medication like other stuff, like you have to drink it or you have to apply it to your body like deodorant or antiperspirant or things like that. It's a different thing. So, and there are a lot of companies are developing or creating this kind of machine or medication. You can also do it yourself, like do it yourself machine, but I will not recommend to go on that way, because you're not an expert in doing this machine, and there are so many things that you have to be very, very careful because you are using electricity, and it's very dangerous if you're not fully aware on how to do it. So, but if you're pretty confident and you know how to do it, who am I to stop you? So you can also do that, whatever. So the risk involved in this is that if you are previously operated, if you have any surgery inside your body, you put some metal, like, you know, your heart, it's not recommended. If you have cuts, if you have sugat or whatever in your hands or in your feet, it's not advisable as well. Now, I told earlier that there are companies, a lot of companies are into this business or into this medication, so they created, you know, different types of Ionto. So I've been using Ionto, so that's the company, or the machine that I'm using. So there are also this what they call Dermadry, or so many other Iontophoresis, Ionto machine out there. So, but I'm using Ionto. So Dermadry, they have this machine. It's the same thing. They're using electricity to to help to cure the sweatness. But the difference is that they have this I don't know. You can use it on your underarms. Okay. So I'm not recommending that, because that part is, if you put it there, it's going near to your heart, right? So we're actually avoiding using electricity near your heart. So my personal thing on that is I'm not gonna recommend that. For underarms, I highly recommend using a dry chlor or a different antiperspirant, or aluminum chloride roll-on. But using electricity there, and I've heard that there are also machines that are capable of using electricity to your face to to cure that facial hyperhidrosis. I will not also recommend that. I will not going to use such machines anyway. So that's the risk involved. Sometimes when you do your Ionto session, if you have cuts in your hands, it's really painful. Though there are ways to alleviate that, like putting a petroleum jelly on your cuts. It helps, but it's still sometimes painful. So those are the risk. Okay, it's just a disclaimer. Don't do that. Don't use electricity if you have cuts or near your hearts. So it's really dangerous. We don't want to die because of that. So how Iontophoresis, how Ionto works. So I have here an explanation. I'm gonna read it. So how it works: Iontophoresis works by using electricity to push medication through your skin and into your injured tissues. This is a medical. This has been used, not specifically for hyperhidrosis, but I think during the process it lessened the sweating of that part. So I think they suggested that for hyperhidrosis. The medication used in Iontophoresis is in a solution with a specific type of polarity, either positive or negative. Remember, opposite polarity attracts and negative polarity repels. So that's it. That's basically the thing. Iontophoresis works by using electricity to push medication through your skin and into your injured tissues. Okay, so yeah, it uses electricity. You are electrocuting basically yourself. So in my case, I use it mainly with my hands. I really don't care if I have hyperhidrosis general, facial, underarm, hands and feet. That's a general hyperhidrosis. But I'm just really care about my hands, my facial hyperhidrosis, and my underarms. I don't care on my feet because I'm always using shoes anyway. So there are ways you can improve your Ionto sessions, like putting a salt in your sessions. It helps, but I normally use just a tap water. Don't use a mineral water or other stuff. Just use a tap water. That's good. Alright, so see, there is a risk also here. I'm just gonna read it to you. Iontophoresis is a form of electrical stimulation, and not every person is suitable candidate to receive such a treatment. If you have a permanent pacemaker, this is what I'm telling you about earlier, pacemaker, like in your heart, place in your heart, you should not use electrical stimulation. It may have an adverse reaction with your pacemaker and may place you at risk for death should a cardiac event occur while using the electrical stimulation. So it's very dangerous if you have a heart problem, and if there's surgery, they put the pacemaker there. It's really risky. It also involves adverse reaction to a medication, adverse reaction to electrical current, and burn lesion to the skin. So these are the things that you have to consider if you are doing iontophoresis. Whew. Okay, so that's it for the risk. Now let's go ahead for, does it work? For 10 months of use, I'm going to tell you honestly, it will not cure your hyperhidrosis. Okay? It will not cure your hyperhidrosis. It will help you lessen it. Okay? And the tips and tricks on how to maintain the dryness is depending on your discipline. Okay, there is a discipline involved when you're doing this treatment. You have to do it religiously. See, the downside when you're using this kind of treatment, because see, you have to spend 10 to 20 minutes each polarity if you're doing this treatment. So in one hand or in one polarity, you have to spend either 10 to 20 minutes, and when you're changing it, you have to spend again 10 to 20 minutes per polarity. So it takes time. So what I'm going to suggest, if you're doing this treatment, watch Netflix, watch YouTube, things that will help you with the boredom treatment, because otherwise you'll get bored and you'll just stop. And it also helps you to move away your thoughts on the sometimes itchiness or pain doing the treatment. So, and it's also helping you to enjoy. Let's say, for example, you're planning to do it for 20 minutes. Just watch an anime or watch a Netflix series. It helps you. 20 minutes is just boom, one episode of whatever kind of series or anime you're watching. I'm an anime fan. I'm an otaku. Anyway, other than that, so discipline. There are times where you get tired from work, from stress, from whatever things you do. So you get tired, you don't want to do it. It will happen. It will come because it happens to me. Okay? So what I do is just, you have to have a proper mindset. You really wanted to lessen your sweatness, you really have to do it. You really have to work it out. You really have to assemble your machine. Get up, put some water, plug it in, and do your session. That's how you do it. Okay? But at the end of the day, if you're going to ask me, does Iontophoresis will cure you? No. 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 Okay? It will lessen your sweating. Right now, I just finished my session today, and it's pretty dry. So I'm perfectly happy for this treatment as of now, because it helps me bring. As you can see, I can now play my guitar somehow. I had a few videos back. You can just watch it. So yeah, is it worth it? Of course. It changes my life for the better, because my sweating now is less. There is one treatment that I am very hopeful, but I don't have the money yet for that. That is for underarm. That is what they call Mira Dry. It's like for underarm. I don't want to do the ETS, because there is a big side effect for that. I'm just gonna explain that later on, about what is ETS and what are the negative side effects on that. But right now, we're just gonna focus on this Ionto. So I know I've heard somewhere that this Mira Dry, they're working on for something for hands. So basically, I'm praying and I'm hoping that that day will soon arrive, so that we can all enjoy our life for the better. So again, thank you very much for this. Is an update for my Iontophoresis. Thank you very much for staying with me. Thank you very much for sharing, or for even watching this content. So hope to see you guys into the next one.